Hey everybody, welcome to the first official devlog for Abyss Runners. Um, just a quick rundown on what Abyss Runners is. We started this game maybe 5 days ago, 4 days ago. Uh, it's a dungeon crawler with, if you've ever played Escape from Tarkov, the kind of loot extraction feeling, uh, where you go into a raid, you bring in gear that you're willing to risk to get newer, better gear, to get more money, to get more resources. Um, and if you manage to, in our game, clear the dungeon, beat the boss, you know, find any puzzle rooms or whatever, then you get better gear. But if you die, any of those items you brought into the dungeon will be wiped from your character. If you join the Discord, there will be better FAQ on kind of the gameplay mechanics and a more detailed rundown of the game. Some gameplay progress we've been working on. The main focus right now has been getting the character, like movement, animation, uh, status effect, all that stuff built out. So if we load into the game, our animator Kyle has been getting animations done. Nico has been getting 3D models done for, decor, armor pieces, which I'll show. I mean, yeah, we have an inventory system built out. No UI yet. We're getting our UI designer hired right now, so we're just have the back end of this functioning currently. But we have right hand, left hand weapons, head, torso, and pants that you can equip. And I will put this on. You guys can see we get pants equipped. So we have that built out. Another focus, yeah, another focus has been our status effects, because that was our first thing that I wrote out for code-wise, was our character class. So we could actually have basically all the characters route through one kind of system. So like NPC, you could, if you can do something to an NPC, you can do it to a player. So we have, like, for example, our status effects. I have like a poison status effect right now that ticks our health down. And then we have states. If I had like the invulnerable state for 5 seconds, but if we have an invulnerable state, it negates damage, for example. Don't want to drag the video out too much for that. Then movement wise, yeah, movement wise, we're getting our running done, dashing. Sorry for my choppy studio. We have directional dashing in already. So you can dash backwards, left, right, forward. All thanks to Kyle.
Kyle's got
I'll
that.
do it.
All right, Kyle will talk first. He's our lead animator on the game.
Yeah, so for this game, I mean, I'm only doing the animations. It's my main focus, so I'm just trying to focus on making the game look kind of smooth, have like not one animation look fucking whoops.
That's right.
I'm not gonna have the animations like differ from each other too much. They're gonna be like similar in the style is what I'm trying to say, so they all kind of blend well together. And yeah, they're gonna get a lot more done, especially in this coming week. And yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he's been pumping out our animations very quickly, getting kind of the quality and style down that he wants. And as we iterate through the game, there's bound to be changes and like improvements. This is a like literal like week one version of the game, and we've got a good bit of content and back end done, which is really awesome to see. We're trying to definitely polish the game so the environment feels good. Like on top of, you know, Nico adding all of our modeling in kind of world building, I'm trying to go in after and add just, small effects like the leaves kind of floating through the trees so the world feels alive. And then in the background, you know, our editor will play kind of a soundtrack that our sound designer Dennis has built out, like over this little section, so you guys can kind of hear what the like a world will feel like in the lobby at least. Dennis isn't here currently, so he can't kind of touch on the music and the inspiration for that, but we'll move on to Nico and he can kind of go over whatever he kind of wants to cover in the 3D modeling world.
Yeah, for the vision of my models in Abyss Runners, what I wanted to do was try and make it low poly to mid poly, and really try and make that realistic dungeon feeling effect. I wanted to try and get something that wouldn't feel as, as much as cartoony as some of these simulator games that are on the Roblox market. And when it comes to the models that I've done so far, I really wanted to focus on how they interact with each other. So a lot of the main crystals, they have the circular rings around them with the chains linking together. I really enjoy that fact because I wanted to incorporate basically the entire building as one and kind of make it seem like it's really a large structure. It just makes it seem like the structure is really coming together with everything else in the game. Right now, I've been focusing on getting small decor in and less than main central, like like the shop and these storage areas that aren't fully developed yet for built, but campfires, crates, things like that that are really easy to make on the side, like some of the fence posts or the lamps that have been created in the background right now. I've been really focusing on those, as well as the sword models, weapon models, staffs, etc. Things to really bring the game together.
Yeah, he's we're trying to kind of get our vision together, uh, and get our style built out to kind of make the game feel unique while like maintaining a familiar feeling, not going
Yeah,
too
yeah.
off the reservation. We still have like grayed out or gray box buildings and stuff that we're trying to figure out the design for. This will be the vault building in the like coming versions where after you get out of the raid, you can go store your items and you know take out, put in, unequip, whatever you want to do. And then over here we'll have like a player market area. In our game, you're gonna be able to list like any item you get onto a kind of like marketplace, um, for in-game currency and Robux. So if you want to sell, you know, something for Robux, then you can go right ahead and sell it and like grind for an item to actually sell it to someone for Robux, If you want to save up Robux to buy an item on the game, you can do that through our game. Kind of vision for the game is you're going to be going through these rifts to generated dungeons, and then in those dungeons, there will be puzzles that you can get extra loot from, and then obviously the final boss.
And every dungeon is going to be procedurally generated, so
Yeah,
you're not going to ever run into the same like layout twice.
yeah,
Hopefully, creating a unique experience every time,
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
which should be
There will
cool for the
be
gameplay.
Yeah, we'll have large tile sets with elevated dungeons, so it's not a very linear experience where it's a straight line that you have to walk in, like a lot of dungeon games I see on Roblox. We will have kind of a wide variety of tile sets per theme. So there will be multiple dungeon themes, like these aren't the actual themes, but they're easy examples, like a grasslands and a desert. There will be themes based on those. Obviously, they will be more fitting to our game and not those themes, but there will be large tile sets so everyone can get a unique experience and maybe have like better luck than other people, along with some more in-depth kind of ability to get better loot at certain things that we'll cover in a future devlog when we're closer to implementing that. But yeah, I think unless Nico or Kyle has anything else to say, that's kind of a good position to end off the
A wrap,
video.
yeah.
And
I think
we're gonna be while he thinks, we're gonna be doing a devlog hopefully every week. Nico will have short form content, kind of like showing sneak peeks and whatever on YouTube Shorts and TikTok. If everyone wants to see that, then that is an option. But yeah, I mean, if Kyle and Nico are good, then I don't have anything else to say. And hopefully next week we'll have our sound designer in the call for this, but as of right now, we don't. So.